You should have sound now. Yeah, there are some issues on my computer at the moment, but hey, we should be there. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. How are you all? It is 7 p.m. here as we are getting started with the first stream of the year on some Ostriv. Everything should be working now. It's also the reason I was a little bit late because, hey, there were a few sound issues. But nice to see you all. Hello, Kevin. Bodyshot, Ara, Mike, even Roadhog woke up, which is amazing. Hope you didn't get too drunk last night. Apparently, if you slept till 5 minutes ago, then yeah, you must have been drinking a bit. As we will be playing Ostriv, of course. And, well, you're going to see a lot more Ostriv this year on the channel. Both in live streams, but also in videos. I've been pondering over the holidays and making some lists of things that I want to make videos of. And Ostriv is on it quite a bit. Of course, I hope you're all still in one piece and all happy and healthy. Already read that Mike is having a bad sinus infection. Got some medicine for it and hope that will help Mike and that you will get cleared out soon and just no longer be sick. Not going to say turn your hearing aid up. Yeah, better not be. And of course, Mike, thank you very much for being a member for 10 months already. Time is flying by. In 2 months, we can have our first celebration for a year with you. That's amazing. Thanks so much. And well, that goes for all of you. Thank you all very much for all your ongoing love and support. It is amazing. It was like the good old days. Got home at 9 this morning. Wow. That is late, man. I left the house at 9:45 this morning to visit my parents. So, while you were getting in bed, I was already out because I just woke up at 7 and got out of bed like around 8. So, yeah, we all have different New Year's, I guess. And even though we are on the 1st of January, Bodyshot's already on the 2nd of January. So, she knows what the second day of the year will bring. I bet there in New Zealand it's probably nice weather and all this good stuff while we just have another horrible day with rain and no sun and stuff like that. But hey, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Let's see. Can we do just a tiny bit of fencing here? No, we should leave this open. But we need a few bushes here, I think. Just as we have some trees planted now, we do also need some bushes here. We have some green patches, so why not fill that up with a little bit of life. So what have you all been doing on this first day of the year? Of course, we know Roadhog has been sleeping. Well, can be very busy, but nice. What has everybody else been doing? As I get the hang of this town again, we are going to build the salt work soon. We need more stones for it, though. Do we have those already? Nope, I don't think so. So we need more stone. And the question is, do we have a warehouse that we can fill up? Doesn't look like it. So we're also going to need a warehouse with this building. We can actually fill up with some... Oh, we can do the warehouse on this side. But they just have to bring the salt across to there. No, that's boring. Where to place the warehouse? Probably just like this. Yep, there we go. Good morning, Mr. Trouble. How are you today? Hope you had a good sleep. And that you finally got your access to your car again. Well, I know you could enter your car, but I believe you had some difficulties getting it off your driveway. Hope all is good now. Ooh, 113 stones. That's good. How many nails do we have? 30. I might just buy some nails as well. We have a bit of money. Not too much, but we have a bit of money. And I guess once we get the salt factory actually up, we can make a ton of money. But yeah, we're not going to have that those stones in soon, so... I walk in and get called trouble. Well, no. I didn't see you coming in there, so I didn't call you trouble. But welcome, Mr. Papa Bear. What I've seen over the last week, yeah, you might just be Trouble's brother, but... How are you doing, Mr. Papa Bear? 5 hours, then did chores. What chores does a Kevbot do? We got another village house here. So this is now turning out to be somewhat of a general court or whatever. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We still have lots and lots of houses and stuff to plan. Actually, we're going pretty fast, so we might just slow down a little bit. On the other hand, why should we slow down? We just have to make some efforts in building a new area to live and stuff. Hey, Carlo, nice to see you. How are you today? Happy New Year to you. Hope all is well. Ironing, cleaning, normal stuff. Ah. Well, it has to be done. You all know it. Now we have some industry here, but we could just build some houses on this little slab of land as well. And I think that would actually be fun. I'm going to make it a little bit more spaced out. And we're going to make them face from the water again. I think. Oh, there's a lot of problems with the... Oh, if we rotate stuff a bit... Should be able to pull this off, I think. Let's go see. We're going to space them out a bit more than the other ones. This is quite a big one, by the way, so maybe we have to place this one somewhere here first. And then put a little smaller one in between if we can. Can we? Not really. It's hard to see the actual incline. Can we do it if we do it the other way around? No. Oh, yeah, there is a spot here where we can place a house. There it is. Are there more spots available? No. Of course, I have to find it again. What do we rotate slightly? Going to work? Not really. Alright, there it is. Here's a sweet spot. Well, we can do it this way. We can just generate a street and then make a manual garden, and some will have a bigger garden on the front of their house, and some will have a smaller garden on the front of their house. I think that can actually go. Problem is how many houses we can fit on here. Maybe we should do like a little villa here that actually faces the water. That's the only house that actually faces the water. We could town whatever we want it to look like, so why not just do that? Let's place them a little bit further back if we can. Okay, let's see. This way, please. There we go. I'll drop off a couple of loads of ironing. Well, that's one of the good things about streams. One of the things I like about streams, that I just, every now and then, I just put up a stream on the big screen, hook up my phone to television so that I can chat on my phone, and then I'll do the ironing while waiting for everything to be ready. Or while watching the stream, basically, which is fun. I like it. Actually, it can be quite productive that way. Alright, let's make some fencing here that will follow the street a little bit. So, yep, this is a house. Alright, I did nothing special. Played a game. Met my daughters in New Zealand. Skyped and watched a movie. Nice, nice. How are your daughters in New Zealand? Hope they're all good. Very cool that you can do that nowadays with the whole technology and stuff. You can just give them a call. Of course, I guess it would be much better if you could actually see them and visit them, but nice, nice, nice. So, Curlo, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Okay, let's just go like this. Now, what I would like to try is put in a small arch here, because of course this is kind of the villa, so I have to make this look like it is actually a villa. There we go. And then we just continue onward like this. And like this. Okay. Let's see. No worries, sleeping can come later. Oh yeah. You can always sleep. Can't always watch my streams live because hey, I'm not live all the time. Okay. Well, there are a bit differences between all the houses. Some have bigger openings in the gate, others have smaller ones. But when you just give the manual gardens, it does change the look a bit. We now have a house here that gets a nice arch and then like a big... I don't know, anybody wants to live here? Feel free to go. Oh, this area needs decorations too soon, now that it's taking shape. I wonder if we should try and fit a house in here still. Especially, yeah, especially the smaller ones might actually be able to fit in here, which could be adding to the feel of this little bit. I don't mind in a bit of a narrower alley. Actually want to build these houses pretty soon. Then we can start to decorate it up. I think that will be cool. Let's see. Starting the first day of the year with some unfortunate event. Not big, but it's enough to ruin my mood. Oh, sorry to hear that. If you want to talk about it, you can. Of course, we'll listen. And I enjoyed your stream this morning. It was nice, Auntie. And nice to have you here, Auntie. Ah, lines were over. Yeah, that happens. That happens. So do you get to visit your daughters in New Zealand every now and then, or is it very hard to go there and visit them? And of course, if you have any ideas for my town, let me know. You can just share them with me, and I will see what I can do with your wonderful ideas. Oh, we need another well because we are already stretching it with the stones for the salt works. So yeah, we're going to need one like this. Don't really want to place it somewhere there. This is uneven terrain, of course. Why work with me if you can just call it uneven terrain? If we place this one right here and we fence it off a little bit, that might help with the no, it needs to be a bit wider, otherwise I can't place any trees there. Maybe every now and then we just need to go a little bit more like this so that we get more of a curved idea. Yeah, this is bad. Ooh, and the first house is already being built. Wow, that's nice and fast. You know that. Alright, 2 birch trees. I guess we can also put in an ash tree. Although it will block off quite a bit of the view, but it will also give some nice shade, so that's good. Not that shade's really a thing in the game, but I just like to have that. There we go. Alright. I'm happy that my graveyard's growing in Ostriv. Oh wow! Why are you happy with that? You don't want your people to live long, prosperous lives, you just want to fill your graveyard so it looks like a graveyard? And of course, people, thank you so much for being here. Also on this first day of the year, thank you for spending your precious time with me. It is much appreciated. If you wouldn't mind, please hit that little like button. It does really help out the stream, get me some more exposure and stuff. So thank you very much if you are willing to do that. If not, and you just want to watch the stream, that's totally fine too. Alright, let's get some extra ash trees in here. These are all still plain, boring roads, so let's do something about that. Now, I get some comments sometimes about the trees, like you're planting so many trees, why would you do that? Maybe spread them out a bit more, but I feel that the trees actually really add to the whole feel of the town. And I think if you take aerial pictures of a lot of towns, you will actually see a lot of trees, more than you think when you walk on the ground. So I think it's actually very nice. Plus, if you take a look at this, the trees add to the whole idea of curvation. Like, these are all straight pieces. We try to make it a bit curved. And the trees really add to the curvation, because of the loose planting of the trees, you can make that feel of that curve. So I really like that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did little one enjoy seeing the new year? Yes, she did. She did. We woke her up half an hour before midnight, and she was happy we did that. Last few years we talked about it with her, and she was like, well, if I wake up, I want to get out. If not, then please leave me asleep. So we did, because when you try to wake her up at night, she just won't wake up. She'll just get all pissed and be like, leave me alone, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. And she even did that last night, but we fully agreed with her that we would push through and get her out. So we did, and that worked. And then we went to the top floor when it was midnight, and we could watch quite a bit of the fireworks. She really enjoyed it, which was nice. She was already starting to explain to everybody why fireworks are not a good idea and that it's dangerous and stuff. But she liked all the colors, and they had all her favorite colors, she said. So that was really nice. And she was hoping that someday there would be fireworks without all the booms. Just the nice displays and not the sound. So, smart kid, smart kid. And it's not even stuff that we talked about with her. She just generally doesn't like fireworks. Like, she doesn't go outside when there's fireworks and stuff. So it's her own ideas, which was, I think, was pretty interesting. But yeah, she had a good time, and then she was really happy when she could go to bed again. And we agreed that she always, like in holidays, she wants to have one night that we sleep downstairs on our mattresses on the ground in the living room. I don't know why, but she really enjoys that. So we agreed with her that when she went to bed in the evening, she would just go to bed. And then once we've woken her up and we've watched the fireworks, we would get the mattresses down. And her and I would... oh, they just got married. Her and I would get downstairs and sleep in the living room for the rest of the night, which we did, and it was a great deal of fun. So that was really nice. And then, so yeah, we had that, which was good. So all in all, she had a great evening, and she enjoyed it. And this morning we asked her, like, was it nice with the fireworks? Yeah, she liked it, but if next year there wouldn't be any fireworks, it was fine with her too. So, oh well. Was the first real time that she actually saw it in the middle of the night. So yeah, it was good. It was good. And how were all your New Year's Eves and stuff, people? Please share. I think we were making some cheese, weren't we? Oh, let's try. Also have to sell some clothing here. I'll check chat soon, by the way. It's a bit busy. Shoes, warm clothes. Let's sell some firewood here. Let's put in ladies. Let's get a lady in. Let's get a lady in. Don't we have... No, we don't have a lot of food, actually. Not really meeting the... Oh, everything is out. Wow. That's not good. We need more different types of food, then. Hey, PSV, good to see you. Happy New Year. How are you? You made it once again. Yay, lucky me. And lucky us for everybody in chat. Cooper, nice to see you. How are you doing today? You've been playing some Ostriv, I guess. So how's your town doing? Found a lot of bugs, or is it going now? It's just my father had tummy problems, cannot stop going to the toilets, and it's midnight now. I was once bringing him to hospital with the same problem, and the doctor is not 5 times in a row. Okay, that's not good. Hope he feels better soon. Have you tasted the Festa button yet? Yes, I have. We finished the first cheese, the youngest one, which was really nice. It's a very good cheese, and we really enjoyed it. But yeah, all gone now. That's how good it was. And now we started on the Festa button, which is a great cheese. Older, but not too sharp in taste. And yeah, real good, real good. So thanks for sending me that. That was amazing cheese. Very nice of you, Cooper. There are really nice fireworks, have a really nice deep and not loud boom. True, true, but every year some of the fireworks seems to get louder and louder, and she doesn't really like that. She doesn't like loud sounds. Neither do I, so... Sounded like somebody was shooting some guns off early this morning. Oh, wow, well... In the Netherlands, we now have people running around with fireworks that has the power of a hand grenade, so it doesn't really sound like gunfire anymore. It just sounds like somebody's blowing up a building all the time. So how are you, PSV? How's the family? Nearly missed 12 while playing a tabletop game with the kids. Well, at least you had a great time then, which is also really important. So well done, well done. That's actually good, I guess. Oh, sorry to hear you cannot sleep. I'll take him to the clinic the next morning. Ah, okay, auntie. I'll take care. Hopefully he recovers quickly. Good evening, Reza. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Hope you have a great New Year. How are you doing? How's the family? Hello, Susanna. Nice to see you. How are you today? Hope all is well. Happy New Year to you. May all your wishes and dreams come true. But most of all, just have a lot of health and happiness and stuff. Might be the best thing. Flour and cheese. Oh, we have a bit of flour here. Everybody has some form of food. It would be nice if these will start to grow some food, because that will actually really help out with a lot of dried fruit. Might also be a good moment to expand these already. It'll take another 2 years before they will actually start to bear any fruit. So getting this up and ready might actually not be a bad idea. Although if we place it here, we limit ourselves along the water line. Oh well, too long. Okay, well, that should be somewhat of the optimum place. Reza, the name is very Indonesia. Oh, very true. Good, thanks. Would just like to say I've never felt as welcome as I do here. Oh, wow. Well, that both makes me really happy and maybe a little bit sad, because you should be welcome everywhere and always feel welcome. So, yeah, that's sad. But, hey, we're happy that we can provide a little bit of a place like that. So, you're more than welcome. Nice to have you. Hey, Fire Lion. Good to see you. How are you? Happy New Year. So, you and Donnie stream, of course. Well, Donnie was trying to... play that auction game, which was fun. It's a nice, funny game, but yeah, it needs a bit of work to actually work for 2 hours. But it's nice. It's nice. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is that a computer game? I've heard of it, I believe, but I haven't played it. Would it be something for me? I don't know. I don't know. Your eyes were closed at... Oh, were you asleep, Cooper? Oh, wow. Hey, Kat, good to see you. How are you today? Happy New Year. Hope you're all safe and sound. Are they lighting the fireworks now because I couldn't do it last night? Charlie had a good time, got a bit drunk. Ooh, that can always be fun. RPCs, is that like a role-playing... I don't know. Role-playing computer? It could not be my genre. If it's something like Medieval Dynasty and stuff, it could be. But probably if there's a lot of fighting and stuff. Kingdom Come Deliverance. If somebody comes to deliver you your kingdom, then there might be a lot of fighting. So it might not be so good. All good here, no fireworks so far, still pouring rain. Oh, lucky you, lucky you. Wish we had no fireworks, but oh well. Maybe next year. No, if they would ever ban fireworks in the Netherlands, it will probably take a full generation before people get used to not having fireworks, so... No building stuff. Ah, it's an RPG. Is it a bit like Final Fantasy 14 or 16 or... What's the one that Shuriel plays? 14, I guess? Greetings, body shot. Trouble greeting his wife in chat. That's so sweet. The story is hilarious. Ah, okay. Oh well, who knows, who knows. Not too much fighting. It is a realistic medieval game. Fighting is possible, but not mandatory. Okay, is it... I've played Bellrye with you, PSV. Is it a little bit like that, or is it totally different? Okay, well, we're building a lot of houses. I'm not sure if this one well will be enough for everybody to supply all their water needs. 2, 4, 6, 8 houses. Should be enough. Should be enough. Good morning, husband. Oh, wow. A lot of love going around in the chat at the moment. Very nice, very nice. Maple tree, pine tree. It's time for a little pine tree. Madness. That, and then here's the bridge. So yeah, there should be a few pine trees out here. This could be another gazebo area. I do like the round gazebo more than the other one. Guess people will want to watch the water and not the bridge, so probably... Well, then the entrance should be on that side, of course, so that they can just watch everything that's going on out here. So we should keep some low stuff around it, like bushes. And of course no trees then, but we can build another pine tree somewhere here next to the... Alright, there we go. Much better, more story and less fighting. Okay, oh, well then it could actually be interesting. If it's... But... Auntie said no building, so you don't have to build your own house and stuff like that? Yeah, this part needs a few apple trees too, and some bushes. Story heavy RPG, so it's not sandbox building because it's England Kingdom backstory. Ah, okay, well that could be interesting. I would say Bellrye Medieval Dynasty without the building. Ah, okay, so you do all the adventures, you have questing to do and stuff. But I guess you do most of the game by yourself then. Or will you get, like, companions that travel with you and stuff like that? It's really cheap on Steam right now, around $10 for the game and all the DLCs. Oh wow, that's cheap. Good winter sale then. There is a one DLC in which you can build a village, but not much. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess I have to take a look at that at some point. See if it could be something for me. I have no clue, of course, so we'll have to wait. But, well, maybe it could be something. Let's buy a bit of iron. We still have enough salt. We might get some extra leather now. Oh, we have only 400 coins at the moment, so yeah, have to save a little bit. Of course, I have to keep track of everything in the game at the moment. It's hard to be so busy and have it go so fast that we miss stuff. I believe they did do a performance update because we're only running speed 2 now, but it's going pretty fast. Feels like it's going faster than usual. So I think with the latest updates, there also been some performance updates, which is nice. Especially later on in the game, can be quite laggy at some point, so it's good. Do I have a chapel and stuff yet? Yes, look at this. We have a small chapel, but if we want to get past 300 people, we're going to need the big church, so I have to get working on that. So far, we are 7 years in. Only 2 people died, so our little cemetery is doing well. No worries about that. But yeah, we're going to need to build the church soon. Have to find a place where that goes. But thanks PSV and Auntie for explaining Kingdom Come Deliverance to me, and I'll make sure to check that out at some point. Thank you very much. PC Master Race. Of course. I finally got my cows in. Very good, Susanna. And is it working out? I mean, if you ever have seen Wifey stream, she's very good at making sure that the animals don't survive. So is it working out? Hope it is. Let's see. We have everything in here. It's just that we don't have the animals yet. But we have a bull 10 months old. And then we could see lots of bulls though. We need a few more cows born. I could stream it on Discord. Oh, that would be nice. Of course, I'm a little bit busy now. No, just joking. I know you didn't mean that. But well, if we can find a moment, then yes, that would be lovely. Elden Ring. Oh boy. That does sound really fantasy-like. Sell some extra charcoal. I'll be selling some shoes soon. Some shoes. Alright, I think these should soon turn 1. But did we not place them in August? I don't remember. I don't remember when we built these. There's already a lot of people that are trying to get me into 7 Days to Die, so should not commit to too many games, I guess, in order to save myself from trouble. Not the trouble person, but from trouble in general. Yes, it is, thanks, but not sure if I have to tell them to slaughter or if they do it automatically. Like this. Here I have my cow shed. You can, of course, tell them manually to slaughter a certain animal. I do that with the bulls, because bulls, of course, don't give milk, and they do take up space in your cow shed. So if I don't have another cow shed to transport it to, if I don't have use for oxen, like in my salt works or whatever, I slaughter the bulls. But I wait with that until they're at least 1 year old, because then you get the full stuff out of it. So, for instance, you can get 100 hides, and I believe like 100 meat or something like that. If you slaughter a bull at 5 months, you will only get 50 hides and 50 meat out of it. So, like half of it. So, you won't get as much out of it as is possible. That's why I always wait for animals to slaughter them until they are 1 year old, so that you get the maximum out of it. If you run up to your limit, which is 20, if a new cow gets born, then the oldest one will get slaughtered automatically. So, if you have a full cow shed and they keep reproducing, then yes, the oldest one will be slaughtered automatically, will be taken to the slaughterhouse, and they will turn it. So later on, when we have more cow sheds, we don't have to watch that anymore. That will just happen automatically, but not with the bulls. You can optimize your bull livestock, which means that if there's more than 3% bulls active, which is usually more than 1 in the cow shed, then the oldest one will get slaughtered. They should always wait until the youngest one is 1 year old so that they can reproduce. But yeah, this is an option that you can do, but I usually do the whole bull slaughtering manually, because then I know I will always have... Like the manager will not take into account if I need an oxen soon for the salt works. I know that I need an oxen for that, so I'm not going to slaughter all the bulls now, because I will need to turn them into oxen and put them in the salt works. So I do that manually, but you can even make that automated. So until you reach the maximum, you have to do it manually if you want to slaughter a certain animal. As soon as you reach the maximum, the oldest one will go if there's a younger one. And of course, you have to make sure that you have a working slaughterhouse and stuff. Let's see. I sent you the perfect game in Discord the other day, the Finnish Cottage Simulator. I checked it a little bit. I still want to sleep and have a nice life and not be scared the rest of my life. So yeah, not gonna do that. Nearly took that personally. Don't do that, Mr. Trouble. Don't do that. YouTube is a very different platform that I don't have any knowledge to share. I only share the fun. Ah, very good. You should share the fun. There's also a Russian village simulator too. Oh, wow. I guess there's a lot of simulated games at the moment. So yeah, could be interesting. And I said it during the year over and over on streams. I think if you make a game like Ostriv, or use the same mechanics in Ostriv, but you make this for different places around the world, like a Japan version of Ostriv and an American version of Ostriv and a, I don't know, France option version of Ostriv, you can still have very nice games. Or they should make mods where you can just change the look of the houses into a certain area. As I see, we start to have food issues. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. These are growing some food though, so we might be able to buy some food here. These have a little bit of honey, but these have some beetroot, for instance. That might actually be the solution at the moment. We don't have peas and we don't have dried fruit, so let's put that into beetroot. Let's buy 100 from the locals. They should be able to do that relatively easily. Then we can turn the peas out for beetroot. Start selling those. But these have to be home, of course, to sell it. We might just have to check a few more houses, see what food they have that we can spread around town. Sometimes it's really hard to pay attention to everything and keep the game running as well. That's why I am now messing up. Luckily these... Ooh, look at this. Garlic. Plenty of garlic. Garlic and onions. More onions. Oh yeah, garlic and onions. Okay, let's buy garlic and onions. That can help solve all of our food problems. Let's get the peas out. Garlic. And onions. That can solve all my food issues at the moment. If we can just get it in and distribute it around town. Probably do it here too. Onions. I'd actually like it if I see them already buy it. Oh yeah, they do that. See, the onions are already inbound. Good. Good, good, good. Dried fruits. Let's do the honey now. Turn that in for onions. Should we do another market stall? That could actually work too. We do have dried fish. We don't have flour anyway, so let's switch that out for the garlic then. Yep, these are buying it, so that's good. Should probably tell them here. Oh, here we can just add garlic and beetroot. Or garlic and onions. These should be buying it. Yep, very good. Then we do need an extra market stall here, I think, to keep everybody happy at some point. But hey, it's interesting. See, we have already solved all the food issues, so yeah, we're on top of it. Going to play speed 1 for a bit there, because boy, is this fast. Sorry, little cough there. Alright, this also gives me time to read up on jets. Let's see. You do not wait until you have 1 ox 1-year-old. You can have oldest 3 bull all 3 months if you control bull. But you will never have more than 3 bulls. Ah, okay. Well, 3 is okay, I guess. And they should slaughter the oldest one, so then it should still be coming of age before they slaughter it. And not bugs their features. Sengoku is Japan. Oh, very true. Viking Dynasty launches this year too. Yeah, oh man, there's so many games launching, but what is the weighing scale that's down below in your menu? Or whatever it is. It's 2 objects rex. Yeah. So here you have the basically the king's seal, the scepter, and like the law, the weighing scale, which is now the town hall and the construction office. Dus het stadhuis en het constructiekantoor. Dus dit is het zegel van de koning, de scepter en vrouw Justitia met de weegschaal. Dat is het eigenlijk. You might consider to switch speed 1. Yep. Thanks. That's good. The cultures have their own tavern, I believe. Oh, nice. Sorry, Ara, I saw your message earlier and I could read from it was the words New Zealand and games. Yeah, he played games and he called with his daughters in New Zealand because they live there, but the connection wasn't too good, so it was a tough call. Merefa, that means no stones, and we need stones. Selling some buckwheat though, because we have plenty of buckwheat. But yeah, let's save that for a bit. Hey, Donny Danger, how are you? Good to have you here. Hope you're not going to bid on stuff and try and buy it and resell it for a higher price. But Feather, all other than that, feel welcome. Fun fact, Maori do not have a word or even have taverns. Different story these days, though. Yeah, oh well. Switch that out and then we can go with a few more houses and stuff. Like the classic bars. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. So much in chat. Ah, Catherine is back. Yay! Oh, and Catherine, last day I saw your message about you thanking me for wishing your mother and your sister well. I saw that, but I forgot to respond to it, but I've seen it. I'm well, depends. What's the starting bit? Oh, well, it was fun though, Tony, but I guess the game needs a bit of work before it's actually really good enough to showcase, but it was fun. It was fun, and I think it does have some potential in the end. But yeah, it just needs some work. Alright, garlic and onions, just to make sure that this place also gets things up to speed. And then I guess we have to get some other buildings going again. Oh, we need to start working on the church. Oh, I believe for the church we also need stones, so that's another problem. 1,200 stones. Oh boy, where are we gonna get the stones? We don't have stones on our map anymore. That's one of the downsides of the game every now and then. Like, there's such limited amount of stones and things. Or are we still having stones on... Oh, here are still stones. Good. Okay, so we're gonna place the church. And then we will work on stones. Could place the church... Oh, uneven terrain, of course. But we could place the church somewhere here. Make like a little square around it. Yeah, I'm going to place the church right there. We need a bridge to the part that we can't access yet, because if I would like to build a house on this, it says inaccessible. We can't reach it yet, but that's where the stones are. So let's build a little bridge here, so that we can get across, and our stone gatherers can actually gather stone. Too low. Oh, there we can build it. Let's see, maybe if we do it a little higher on this side, that will work as well. There we go. Alright. Let's build the bridge. Was just testing it again. Crashed again. Might uninstall and reinstall and see if that helps. Ah, okay, okay. Well, we'll see. It did look like a lot of fun, though. We are still quite low on nails. We have the iron. It's just not really working out. Oh, well. Just have to give them some time, I guess. Carpenter, just one guy, but that's okay. We should have a lot of space in here. Yep. 7 people working in there. We can go to speed 2 now. Simulator games going too fast these days. Just waiting on Brothel Simulator. Well, I do feel like a lot of games get pushed nowadays. They're just being brought out when they're not really ready for it. And it's just sad every now and then, because I bet there are a lot of good games out there, but games get put into early access and they ask money for it and they send it out earlier and earlier. Well, it's not even ready, I think, to go into early access, which is sad, because then it really feels like they're just trying to make money. And as soon as they made enough money on the game, they'll just ditch it and leave it. And we can't really... You buy something that you think will be developed at some point, and they will never develop it. So, I don't know. I don't really like it. They should hold on to games a bit longer, make them more done and finished before they start sending them out on early access, and then... Oh well, that's just my opinion. Well, let's see, we have another 1-year-old... We have a 1-year-old bull. We have 2 young cows here now. So what we can actually do is move this one over here with 2 cows. Or 3, whatever, 2 cows, I guess. And then these can reproduce, and in here they can also start to reproduce. So that could be good. Hopefully that will speed up the gaining of cows. But yeah, gaining cows always takes quite a bit, so we take our time with that. By the way, Susanna, I hope I explained how you can handle the cows further in. And I guess Cooper must have commented on it a bit. Often I have a shed with just 3 to 5 month old bulls, but that means less slaughter and more milk. Yeah, true. But that's why I like to just do this manually. So I keep it on 1 bull, and of course the youngsters. And as soon as they come of age, I just immediately slaughter them and get rid of them. Oddly, it's not crashed. Yeah, that's interesting. Dinner is ready. You enjoy your dinner. Thanks for being here, Donnie. Have a good one. What are you having for dinner today? Hope it's nice. Do we have all the nails for this? No, I don't think so. Why do we get a message? Ooh, we get a messenger from Balakia. We can buy some stones, but that's a waste of money since we're not gonna get a lot of stones. Or at least we should be able to now get a lot of stones. We should be selling some potatoes, though, because they will spoil at some point. And we do need some money. So let's sell 2,000 potatoes. No, I would actually like to hold on to them, but they're going to spoil anyway. And this will get us some good money. We can also start selling little bits of clothing and shoes every now and then. 250 should be good. 250 should be good. And then... yeah, they're already bringing it in. We can sell a little bit. Yeah, we have plenty of clothing at the moment, especially for the small town that we have. Can't sell shoes here, but that's okay. Have to accumulate a bit more money. I like to have around 2,000 all the time so that I have some emergency money, but yeah, you never know. I have a second cow shed in so I can move them across. Ah, very good, Susanna, very good. Just make sure you keep the food in there. Otherwise, things might take a turn for the worse. Let's have 1,000 nails because apparently we're not producing enough. Feels like they did some changes in that because usually at the time with 300, one smithy is enough. They can just keep up. But apparently they can't anymore. We do have metal parts though, so that's good. They should focus a bit more on nails. Oh, it will be fine. It will be. I have 3 large hay storages. Oh, then you're good for a while because of course they will, especially if you tick the use fallow field, they will just graze in the fields. So you need to feed them only for 4 or 5 months. Like it's October now. They should now, as soon as November hits, they should be coming in, and then they should be in November, December, January, February, and then in March they should be getting out again. So you need to feed them only for 4 months inside, which should be plenty of time. And you see, I have 2 full, and that will take a long time. These, of course, are also stacked full, so yeah. You have 3 big hay barracks, you're good. Well done. Did you already get some other chickens as well, Susanna? How to move excess animals. Oh, that's easy. If you have excess animals and you want to move them to a different building, like from one cow shed to another, just click it, hold it, and drag it. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't need it to, but that's just how you bring them from one place to another. It goes a little bit different in the chicken coop. Here you have a special relocate one, so you can just tell how many you want to relocate. Then you click the relocate button, then you click the one that you want to relocate them to, and then they go there. That's how that works. Alright, we have good food here. They produce nice items. They're both completely stocked, so we get as much out of it as we can. Should probably get some extra ladies in here, because we have a lot of ladies available, and that's not always optimal to have a lot of people without a job, so this is a good one. We'd also love to get the church at some point so we can keep growing our town. We have 2 houses available, but we need the church, otherwise we can't grow. For that we need nails, so we need the trader to arrive with the nails. Should also not be too hard. So we'll see. Yes, I'm using fallow fields. Ah, very good. No, not chickens yet. That's next. Ooh, nice. Well, that's cool. I like the chickens. And I do like the amount of detailing. Like, you can see the little hatchlings. They're really small. You can see the other big chickens. I really like that. That they really add those different sizes and stuff. So much detailing into this game. Every now and then, just zoom in. Take a look around. Look at how this all feels and looks. This is so cool. They go, they should do something with the pathing with the boat sometimes. Sometimes they go over such shallow water that you're like, it can't be happening. Look, there's even fish in there. So cool. And he takes that fish in. I like it. All these houses next to the water. Cool. Click and drag. That's it. Yep. If you want to move some animals and stuff, just click and drag. Oh, so easy. We did have the stone gatherer, did we? Yes. And once the bridge is done, they can go all the way up here. That's where the stone is. And yeah, there's a lot of stone left here. So that's great. I'm really happy. It takes them a long time to get it all. But at least then we can finish the church. We can start to finish the salt works. That should really help us out. Then we can make money on the salt. And oh yeah, this one is now 1 year old. Yay! Another year, and then we can start to harvest everything and turn it into dried fruits, which won't spoil. That should solve all our food variety problems. If we have enough buckwheat and potatoes, which we do, then that should solve all of our issues. Look at this, buckwheat and potatoes. This one is filled with buckwheat and potatoes. So yeah, that's all good. We have only 2 granaries so far, which is not that bad. No, we have 3 actually. Here's another one. Also not completely filled, but it's okay. Chicken. Nice. And of course, thank you all for being here. It is so much appreciated. Thanks for spending your precious time with me here. If you weren't here when I said it, I'll say it again. Happy New Year. Wish you all the best, but most of all, a lot of health and happiness. And that your dreams may come true. Did I make a typo in this one? Oh, no, it's 2000 and then, yeah, okay, that's okay. They just need to bring it in a lot more. Oh, look at this. That's not good. That's better. Now we should get some laborers to help out with bringing it in. That should help out. We did get a cart shed, I believe. I start to doubt myself, though. Did we get a cart shed already? I don't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Haha, see, we have one. All right, it's doing just supplying for construction, which is good. Although, we don't have the stones for this yet, so let's do the orchard first. We should probably plan some more housing again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Let's go to speed 1 again until we have planned some stuff, because the game is definitely running smoother than before. I have less and less time to actually put up what I want to put up. So, yeah, this is good. I like it, but it takes time. We didn't even decorate this area. We need to put in some trees in the yards and stuff. What I would like for this game, actually, is that if I click decorations, this comes up, that I can pin this. Or that I can just click the trees and that I will get a little screen with trees so that I can pick different trees all the time. And don't have to go through the whole menu again if I want to pick like a different tree. That's one thing that I would really love in this game. Because now I'm done with the birch trees. Now I want to get, I don't know, the ash tree or something. Then I have to go through the menu again. If I want the other trees, I have to go all this way. I don't like that. I want it to be just a little bit simpler so that I can quickly switch between trees and stuff. I don't believe there's like a hotkey that you can use to just switch trees. So if there is, please tell me. I don't know it. It's one of the little things I would approve in the game, that you can just keep this open or something. But I don't think we can, so... And of course, I would love some more decorations. But I don't know what Alpha 6 is going to bring us. So we'll have to see how that goes. And of course, nobody knows exactly when it comes out. I can't wait for it. And we know there's gonna be some good stuff in it, because in some of the recent updates, there were little spoilers every now and then. But we'll see. One of the other things I really love is like when you place this in the autumn, you actually see the ground change. It doesn't stay completely green, but it's like these are using the nutrients and a bit of the nutrients get out. It's just amazing. Hey, Jessica! Good to see you. Happy New Year. Hope all is well and all went well for you. And we wish you and Mr. Wanders and the kids, which are already out of the house and stuff. We already talked about that, but hey, we wish you all the best. Have a nice, happy and prosperous new year. Alright, well, this is a start. Hey, Pylomaker! Nice to see you. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to you. Wishing you also all the best. That you may get all that you want and need. Hey, Iradev! Good to see you. Was already starting to think you wouldn't show up today, that you had a busy day or something. Which of course is fine, but hey, we don't want to miss you. How are you today? Happy New Year. Been here for a bit, but I've forgotten it's Wednesday. Oh, how can you forget? Alright, we still need 1200 stones. And we're not building anything, so that's not right. We need to do something. Heb je ooit Going Medieval gespeeld? Yes! Ja, die heb ik gespeeld. Leuk spel. Vraagt wel wat tijd om er echt goed in te komen. Maar is zeker leuk. En staat op de lijst om misschien nog wel weer een bezoekje aan te brengen. Ada asked if I have played Going Medieval, which I have played. There's actually a few videos up on my channel, though not too many. It is a nice game, and it might be worth a revisit at some point during the year. But of course, there's already so many games and such on the list that I don't know where, I don't know when, and stuff like that. But yeah, that could totally be on there. Is this how I want it to be? No, I want it to be rotate. Yes, I want it to be like this. I think this is better. And then I want to do probably 2 houses here, because I think we can fit that in. And we can make it follow the coastline a bit more. Alright, there we go. A few more houses. Let's move this one back. Let's move that one back because they can't build it now. Anyway, let's build these few houses. Let me try and keep up with chat. Good, thanks. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you very much. Iemand die ik volg speelt dit spel very hard. Wow, ik begin er niet aan. I don't know if I would start on very hard, but yeah, I played it. It's fun. You can build your own big castle and stuff, and it's interesting. Although, I think they could do the graphics a little better, but it's a nice, funny game. Ah, you've been playing it too, Trouble. Is it multiplayer, actually? I think it is, isn't it? That will be fun if we can build a keep together. That will be so nice. I can't stop playing Raft again. Nice. Well, looking forward to another video with Jessica and Hiradev playing Raft. That was a lot of fun to watch. Very interesting. I might be falling asleep every now and then. Already in comfort position. Very good, Auntie. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. You're already worrying a lot now, so if you can get some sleep, get some sleep. Make sure you take good care of yourself. That's really important. Alright. Won't be seeing any new cows for a few bits, but we might see them soon enough. And we now have to start thinking about what to do in this area, maybe. In here too. I might want to get a few more of these little platforms out. Not for the water, of course, but just because it makes it look like these people have a little place where they can put up a little boat or something. And I kind of like that. So let's just put it up there. It's just nice. It's December now, so winter is starting. Wish we could get to another harvest already. Oh, and I totally forgot about this. Let's get apples. We only want dried fruit. And let's get ladies in so that they can start to plant everything. Oh man, I forgot about this. We could have done this already. And then we'll get some extra dried fruits at some point. This is still 1. This is still 0. So yeah, it took them a bit, of course, to build it. But with 3 of these in 2 years, we might get some very good amounts of dried fruits, which should solve any food problem in the future. As long as we keep the farms growing every now and then as well, because you can get a lot of dried fruits out of that. Going Medieval is only single player. Ah, well, maybe I read somewhere that they were trying to get it multiplayer or something. I don't know. Would be fun, though. Too much violence for me, but I like games with a lot of strategy and insight. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is a bit of violence, Ara, but if you build a nice keep, you can keep the enemies pretty much out, and all you have to do is defend every now and then. You don't have to go on your own fighting and stuff. So that can work out a bit. But I get your drift. It's a bit of fighting. I'm not one for the really fighty games too, but that's one of the hard things sometimes to decide how you're going to play a game. Like with Sengoku Dynasty, we of course have to fight the bandits all the time. But I don't think a game like that is fun if you turn off all the fighting. I mean, I would enjoy it for myself, but I don't think it's very much fun to watch it then. Because you want to get the full game experience, I think. But yeah, games like that, if they could be completely fightless, I would prefer that. Right, we need 1200 stones and 1200 stones. We have 400 in now. 500 actually, okay. So we're getting there. So hopefully at some point they can build the church. Ah, I can see Cooper's in the house. Oh boy. Okay, we have the church up now, or at least it's built. So we need to build some houses around it. Here too, I think. They can have quite a bit smaller gardens, but I do feel like we need houses that are all around the church so that we can then make it like a little bit of a square with trees and stuff around it, but I'm not sure. We could place these houses a little bit closer to the church. I think that could actually be kind of historic. Uneven terrain, of course. Why? Oh boy. Oh well. The game decides for us that the houses can't be too close. Let's see how it looks. No. Let's see how it looks if we give these houses some gardens as well. Manual gardens, of course. There we go. Not too big, not too small. Just fairly normal. Because I do want the area around the church to be reasonably sized. It must not feel too big. It must not feel too small. I think this is okay. Or no, it's slightly too close. Slightly too close. We have to get rid of all of this. Now, one of the things I would like in this game is a shift button that I can just select multiple of these and then delete them. But I know, I'm complaining, and I should not do that because this is an amazing game. As it is. But it's just little suggestions. Alright, let's put these back a little bit. So that the gardens will be a little bit more out anyway. Ooh, and now we can build it a bit closer. Okay, nice, nice, nice. That works. And of course, if you have questions or suggestions, feel free to send them. I will try, of course, to answer them and help you out if you have questions, or try to accommodate all of you people's amazing suggestions. I know some of you have really good ideas, so keep them coming. Don't get mad if I don't use something. That can also happen, of course. But I try to do my best. Let's give these 2 maple trees. I do love the birch trees a lot, so let's get those in. Let's give this house a little bench so that they can actually sit and watch the church. And then on the back side, I want bigger trees, and the spruce tree is actually quite large. This family really loves their spruce trees. So they have a few in the backyard, and these 2 have already planted when they got here, so that's it. Alright, there we go. Oops, somebody's sitting there next. Yeah, this is better. This is a little wider around the church. This is good. I like that. Let's move this one back because we won't have the stones for that. We do have 996 stones now, so yeah, we're almost there with the bridge. That's great. You guys that make the channel respectful, fun, and always considerate of each other. Very true, Kevbot. Very true. Thank you for pointing that out. It is all of you that makes this channel so amazing. I always have so much fun being here, streaming, playing games, because you're all so nice, so sweet to each other, so welcoming. I love it. So thank you all very much for that. If you're just watching, if you're new, feel free to chat around. We won't bite. We're genuinely nice people. So yeah, you can always mingle in. Of course, if you just want to lurk around, totally fine with me. Don't worry about it. You can do that. And if you have a specific question for me, put the ad in front of my name so that it lights up to me. That helps me to spot messages directed at me. As you know, I do some streaming on Twitch as well, but I've decided to stop doing that, at least with the Ostriv streams, because now I can stream in a little bit better quality. And on Ostriv, it really shows if you have to lower the quality of the stream. So I want to get the best quality out there. And this is better than it is when I stream on Twitch as well, because then I have to lower the quality, otherwise Twitch gets mad. So that's why this one is not on Twitch. I'm toying around with the idea of setting up a Battle of the Sexes player versus player 7 Days to Die game. Might work now that we have more than 2 ladies that will play it. Okay, so you want to play 1 against 1, man against woman in 7 Days to Die, or can you do like teams and then play against each other? Can we do like 4 men, 4 ladies, we both build different bases and then fight each other, or how does that work? That's why I play so much 7 Days to Die. I use strategy and insight to slaughter zombies. Well, there's one way to put it. I would just usually consider it running around, jumping around, screaming, "There's a zombie, there's a screamer!" And then trying to kill them while body shot saves your life. But it's just a it's just my opinion. January. Alright, well, we're getting close to the spring again, which is good. We have already been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes. 22 people watching, 19 likes. Thank you all so much, people. What an amazing start of the new year. You are all way too nice and sweet for me. Thanks so much. It's amazing. 200 stones. We have 289, so we can finish the church. Yay! Very good. I would love to get the salt works and make some extra money. We're a bit tight on money. Although our balance is not that bad, but it's just January. That might be part of the deal. Why? Well, tax is okay, though. We have no imports. We have no exports yet. So, local sales. It's actually not that far apart. We have around 25, 30 in negative balance a month. That will add up to 360 a year. That we can counter with some sales. So that's actually not that bad. And we could even raise the wealth tax if we wanted to. See if we can get a little bit more out of it. course, the house rent and stuff, that's all very nice, but you can basically turn this off because all the excess money that the people have will then go to wealth tax. So it's interesting that we have all those options, but we don't really need them. Teams versus teams, the men versus the women, dealing with the normal game as well as against each other. 1 life, and when you die, it's over. Oh, wow, that's tough. 1 life, and when you die, it's over. Okay, well, that might be a very short game then for some. Okay. Well, I wouldn't actually know if that's like like when you die, it's over. I don't know. Could be that you die like after 10 minutes and then people still play for another hour and a half. That could maybe not be so much fun. Just me thinking out loud. Could be that you like get punished so you have to be out for 10 minutes and then you can come back, putting your team in the negative because of course you have 1 less person for 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know. But, well, that's interesting. It's an idea. Not my game anyway, so why am I trying to get involved? So after 10 minutes it'll be a men-only game. Probably because then all the men lost and they will start their own game because the ladies won't play against them because they want a real challenge. That could happen. I see that happen. Yeah. Alright, we have a few seeds. We still have plenty of buckwheat. Let's go over the resources for last year. Buckwheat. We have... Oh, this is this year. We have produced 5,000 and we have sold 4,000. But this is getting closer. So we're slightly producing more buckwheat than we sell to the people. But not that much, actually. So I have to be careful with that. We go to... Yeah, fish should be okay. We had no perishing last month, so that's good. Potatoes. Thank you very much. We have produced a very good year of potatoes, so that's good. We're actually producing a lot of potatoes. And it has been the year before as well. Here this is when we opened a new farm. So potatoes is good. You don't have to worry about that. Flour, we can see. All that we produce is being sold, which is okay. We just need to get more production at some point, I guess. And cheese, same thing. Eggs, probably same thing. Yeah, so we're using up a lot of the food, which is good. It would just be very helpful to get dried fruits in from the orchards. That would solve a lot of the issues. But other than that, we're actually doing quite okay, I think. Nice. Maybe a 3 life cap. There needs to be an incentive to stay alive, or you get people dying to just get away from their attacker. Yeah, that's true, but I guess like if you stream for 2 hours and you get like a 10 minutes off the game penalty or whatever, that's already big. I think that's something huge. If you have like 4 people playing and you miss one for 10 minutes, that can have a big impact on a game like that, something like that. But I'm just thinking out loud, so feel free to totally ignore me. But yeah, that's it's interesting. I guess there are a lot of options to try and make it so that if you die, you're not completely out of the game for the rest of the game, but still have a negative impact or something. I don't know. Could be really interesting. Alright, the church is ready. So everybody's going into church. We should get a priest at some point. Would also be interesting to make like a little lane of trees here entering the church. Probably not get it too close because otherwise the game starts telling me that the trees are too close to one another. Okay, let's go like this. Now, I would like it if people would actually start to use this little entrance that we make here. So we might have to just set up a little bit of a fence. can we hook it up to the church? Place is occupied. Well, we can just do it like this. Oh, we should probably do it on the inside. That's probably better. Oh, they need to plant the trees first. You see the whole circle when they have to plant the tree. And when that's gone, we can actually build here. Because that circle will go away. See? So now we can build this. Nice. Alright, that's one side. This should soon be the other side. So, wow, a lot of people going to church. Apparently we have a very religious town. And now they will actually use the entrance. So we will also get a road there, which I like. We just need this tree to be planted. Come on, where's our tree planter? Come on. Go plant a tree. It's not that hard, just put it in the ground. Komt niet veel op de chat terecht als ik iets typ. Ik zal wel iets verkeerds gezegd hebben. Dat denk ik niet, maar ik weet het niet. Ara says not a lot of what he's typing comes into the chat, so he might have done something wrong. I don't know. If you die, you're gone. Get good. Well, it's your idea, so go ahead with it. Make it how you want it. Yeah, it says the tree is already planted. It just keeps the circle there. Ah, my mistake. Now it should be gone. Yes, okay, very good. Okay. Well, that's it. We have the entrance to the church. Now building some of the platforms. Then we get the two houses that we have set up here. Man, is this game going fast. Alright, I do really like the platforms, though. We're going to give the idea that these people have a platform for their boats. I like that. And yeah, most is working. Oh, they're working on the farms already. Look at this. Lots of people going to the farms, starting to sow in. That'll be nice. If you die, you're gone. Well, I guess that's easy if you're a pro in the game to say that. I don't know, I don't even play the game, so... Why should I care? 1100 stone. Alright, let's get going with the salt works now, because I want to start selling some salt to make some money. You asked a question if there is somebody that want to make a layout and design for your channel and get paid for it if you ever want to go record stuff and go live. There must be people out there. We have some crazy talented people in here with designing and stuff. Like trouble. So yeah, could be. Alright, they're building the salt works. All the stones are picked up and getting delivered. We were already busy with the salt works, so let's keep our eyes on it. Look at all the different features in here. This is so cool. This is actually the mine where they go down. This is so nice. Here they go, keep up. Now building the stone parts, where they will have to heat up the brine and make it into salt. There's a new family coming. I like it. Coming on a wagon. With a little horsey. Alright, well, we have 2 more days of holidays here. And after the weekend, the little one goes back to school. Wifey goes back to work and everything should return to normal. Which should also give me extra time for the channel. But what are all of you going to do the next few days? And are there people that will still have holidays after that? Must have missed something. Lol, design what? Ara asks if there's somebody that wants to design a layout for his channel, for if he ever gets back into recording or do live streaming. And he's willing to pay for it. Alright, there comes the salt works. Look at all the different styles. Like this is some very thin branches or something. Sorry about that. Here we have a stone chimney. We have wood. I love this. There comes all the roofing. Yep. There it goes. New family selling in town. Wow, all the houses are now occupied. We've grown for 316 already. That's fast. Now we need to put some stuff in here. There it goes. Saltworks is ready. This is one of the buildings that needs draft animals, like oxen or horses, which is nice. We're going to produce salt here, and we have to set this up. Now, one of the things we have to tell them, of course, is to get firewood or charcoal. Now, I want to use firewood, or I want to use charcoal because that's more efficient. They also need food for the oxen that are in there, so make sure that we get hay and water in here, so that they can actually store that. We're also going to put in some men. They're probably still busy with some sowing work on the field, so that's why we don't have a lot of people available at the moment. But that can also change any moment when we get new people available. One of the other things we do need then is a hay barracks here. And of course, to make some hay clothes, which could happen relatively easily. This is not a very heavy traveled area. We can just put up a few hay dryers here. That should be plenty to make sure that we can fill the hay barracks here and get all the animals fed and watered. Of course, wait before you put any draft animals in here until everything is here. Otherwise, they will completely die immediately, which is not good. Eye doctor appointment tomorrow. Call my medical insurance company in a bit. Okay, Mike. Very good. Well, very good that you called, but apparently it's very serious with your eye, so I hope it goes well. And that you can recover soon. But take care. You'll be fine soon. Alright, charcoal's been brought in. We are waiting the hay. The water is in. Very nice, very nice. Building these houses now. Very cool. There it goes. We might want to build a well here too, by the way. That they can have some water very close. We can actually fit a well right in here. It will fit next to the chimney as well, so that's cool. And then, yeah, more charcoal is in. There comes the hay, it looks like. Have you ever played Sims? Oh, yeah, but that's a while ago, I think. I have played The Sims. Yeah, that was fun. Gets a bit repetitive in my opinion, but it's nice. You might be interested in Inzio, that is launching in March. Ooh, can you tell me a little bit about Inzio? What's it about? How does it work? Could be a lot of fun. Alright, we need 2 draft animals in there to work well, so we have to check this. Do we have? We have a 2-year-old bull and a 1-year-old bull. I might just put the 2-year-old in there, but I think we're going to need another one. This one is only 7 months, so it takes a few months for this one to be of age so that we can put in another one. I don't actually know if the building works if you only put one in there and then it just works slower or something. I actually have no clue, so we'll have to find that out, which might actually be a nice experiment. So let's turn the 2-year-old bull into an oxen. Let's transport him over to the saltworks. There we go. He is now relocating. Then at some point we should see him come in here. And then we should be able to see if this building will work with only 1 oxen in it, if it just works slower or something. It's March for now. Ah, okay. So it's been pushed back a bit. I'm still waiting for the new Prison Architect. I'm looking forward to that, the 3D version. It's been pushed back a bit now too for a while. There's actually no date yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm anxiously waiting for Foundation to go into 1.0 at the end of the month. That should be so much fun. I will be having such a lot of cool times with that. Oh wow, Ara, that's cool. Saskia has the whole Sim series from the first to the last and everything that came with it. That's nice. There comes the oxen, so now we can see if this actually works with only 1 oxen. I have no clue, but we'll see. Maybe it just says here as well. You will need 2 horses or 2 oxen for the brine pumping process. Okay, so it won't work. What we actually could do is, because most of the breeding should have already been done, so we can just turn this one into an ox as well. Get going with the saltworks, because I want the saltworks to go. Inzoi is a Sims-like being made by a South Korean dev team. Alright, interesting. I'll always have a pen and paper ready, but I've been doing some cleaning here. Now I have the paper, and here I have a pen. Alright, here I am. I should write that name down. Inzoi. Zoe. I just write down Sims look alike. Then I can check that out soon and see if it could be something for me. Who knows? Of course, as everybody knows that does a bit of YouTubing and streaming and stuff, the list gets longer and longer, so you never know. You have to be a bit picky sometimes to make sure that you only get those games and buy those games that are actually good and actually what you want and that you want to play with. So it can be a bit tricky, but we'll see. Let's buy some leather for more shoes so that we can sell more shoes. And another thing we have been neglecting for a bit, we do have our little clothing corner here with the tailor, the weaver, and the shoemaker. We have the warehouses, but I don't think we have a slaughterhouse yet, and I don't think we have a tannery yet. See, we have no slaughterhouse and we have no tanners, so that should be something that we get to work on. Tanners need a ton of water. For every batch they're going to tan, so might be worth building the tanner here next to the water and close to all the clothing and stuff. But then we also need a slaughterhouse somewhere close. Or we build the tanner somewhere in here. That would fit actually. I don't think that looks like a cool place. I think we can build the tanner out here. We're going to need probably two at some point. One for the cow hides and one if we get sheep for the sheep hides. So it might actually be worth it building two straight away. No. I wanted to get this platform going here for the water. Then we also need slaughterhouses, and those are small. So we can build the slaughterhouse for now. At least one and maybe two later right here. Because this is just a small building that can fit in here easily. Alright, there we go. Let's get the slaughterhouse. Are we making some... Ooh, yes, we are making salt now. Yay, finally. Ooh, I'm happy with that. That's good. That means that we can keep the dried fish going. We can dry the... and we can sell some salt soon, hopefully. So yeah, this is good. I like this. You don't like the definitive version of Foundation? Oh well, but... Did you check on all the new features and stuff that they've put in? Like, they changed some things, and I think it can be interesting. But I do know you like the old version very much. Do you know if they will make it so you can revert back to the old version? Weet je of ze het zo gaan maken dat je ook terug kan naar de oude versie? Maar dat natuurlijk een enorm verschil is. Weet je of dat kan of niet? Dat je ook de oude versie nog kan spelen zoals die nu is? I don't know. Played the demo and it doesn't suit me at all. Yeah, I get into that. I get into that. Like, if they would give Ostriv a big graphics overhaul and change a lot of the mechanics, it would completely change the game, and it would take me quite a while to actually get into it again, but... Do you have lime for the tannery? No, not yet. One thing at a time. But we do have already got a lot of the limestone. We can build the kiln and stuff and get that going at some point. But one thing at a time. We're getting close to the point where we might every now and then slaughter an animal, and then from there on we can slowly start to make sure that we get all the stuff for the lime works. But especially if we can sell some salt, we'll get a lot of money to just buy some lime that we can use in the tannery. Maximum badge is always 3. I'll set it to 300 now, because we don't get too many hides in the beginning. It will only 10 leather, not sheep skin. Well, right now we won't put anything in there because we're not going to use this building yet, but it's good to have it. Sorry, little cough again there. And let me just say, 1.5 hours into the stream. Thank you all for being here. Thanks so much. I have a blast. I hope you do too. It's so nice and busy. 20 people in here. 20 likes as well. You people are amazing. Thank you all. What better way to start the new year than streaming with all of you and having so much fun. It is amazing. Let's expand the houses that we have here for a bit so that we actually attract some new families. We are creating quite a few jobs now with the tanner and the slaughterhouse and stuff. Even though we're not using them off straight, we are generating a lot of jobs. So we should keep working on making sure that we get new people in as well then. construction of the slaughterhouse is complete. We have a messenger in from Balaklia. Well, we don't need stones and stuff. We could use a little bit more iron again. Potatoes. Well, we're getting close to the harvest. So yeah, we can sell those potatoes. I hope none perished so far, but there's a good chance that some of them perished. See, a little bit perished already, so selling the ones that are bad now is good, so we still make some money of it. It would be good if Foundation had the ability to revert. I'm hearing some people say they don't like the demo. Yeah, well, I think the demo is a nice feature that they've put out so that you can smell a little bit of what's to come. But there's so much to come, and there's quite a few changes that if you look closely in the Tanner, you can in the demo, you can see them coming, but you can't play around with it at all in the demo. So I think they tried to give people a little bit of an insight, and people were expecting more out of it, and they're not getting that. That might disappoint them. So I think we have to wait for the full game, and then give that a chance, because then you can really experience what the game is actually going to be about, because the demo is very limited. But that's my opinion, so maybe someone else feels completely different about it. En de mods die er zijn blijven werken en die nog niet zijn aangepast zullen hun werking verliezen. Je kunt ook niet verder spelen op een map die je al bezig bent. Nee, dat is waar. Maar goed, wat dat zie je bij heel veel spellen natuurlijk. Dat zodra er een update komt, passen ze vaak ook snel de mods weer aan en dan werkt alles wel. Dus ja, dat heeft soms natuurlijk even een paar weekjes nodig en dan kun je misschien wel weer verder spelen. Maar ik snap heel goed de teleurstelling en het idee van ja, is dit nou wat we willen? So I get the idea. Yeah, some mods should be adjusted before you can use them again and stuff like that. But hey, that's how it goes. That's how it works. Alrighty. Let's keep playing the game for a bit. So much decorations we have to be doing. Get some different bushes in here and there. Let's just make sure we get a few trees in here. Just makes it a little bit more attractive, an area like this. Not too much, just add some stuff to it. Can be really nice. People can sit by the water. Should probably put in one little platform here as well. So they can have a boat there too. Okay, that works. The other tannery is ready. Not that we're going to use it yet, but it's ready. Also, maximum. Let's put this to 300. This will only do sheepskin. And then we do apply to all and apply to all. So that should now function on both. And then later on we can really use them, which is good. This one is completely filled up with wood. Oh, wood. Oh, that's good. I don't mind wood. Yeah, a lot is blocked in the demo version. That's true, which is hard. So I'm going to give the full version a good chance, because what I see in the demo... In the graphics, it took a bit of getting used to, but I love the way it's heading. And what I could see, like in the booklet and stuff, of things that will come, like that you can upgrade a lot of buildings so that you can put extra workers in, make them work more efficient and stuff. I like that part a lot. One of the great features of Foundation is that with all the special buildings, like the church, your monasteries and stuff, you have the complete freedom to design them the way you want, add pieces to it and stuff that will all work. And they're going to put more and more of that into the production buildings as well. And I was missing that actually, because I thought like, well, if you can make it for the church and for the monastery and for the fortress, that you can have all these adjustable buildings, why not make that for like a lot of the production buildings? And that they're going to add more and more of that. That's actually a big plus for me. And there might also be things that I won't like so much, but for now, those are real big things that I'm going to enjoy. I love the new Foundation demo, but I've just heard grumblings. Yeah, well, it's... I don't know. It's when people are used to something and then things change all of a sudden. It's sometimes a bit in human nature to just not like it, not accept it. You'll get grumpy and stuff, and then give it a few months and then people will start to like it all of a sudden or stuff like that. So I don't know. It's and if people don't like it, that's fine. That's their thing, and you don't want to play Foundation anymore, please don't play Foundation anymore. That's all good, but I'm going to give it a good chance. It's I think it has a lot of potential now. And we'll just have to... Oh, this is all low quality water. See? Oh, that's not good. Need better quality water. Oh, we have to build it right here up on the ridge if we want to get an extra one. Might just build it here then. Back on the back side of this house. So that we at least get an extra well for this little area. Houses don't build automatically. No more 6 citizens. I believe you can upgrade them or get... you have to take a few extra steps, but you can still get them with 6 citizens. There's just some prerequisites you have to meet. But yeah, we'll see. I'm waiting for the full version before I draw any conclusions, because I think it's quite different from what we see in the demo, so we'll see. A messenger from Balaklia. Well, we have iron, so that's no problem. We have some clothing, but not enough. So yeah, not gonna do that. We need to survive with the food that we have for now. Let's see, what can we do with all of this? Need a big arch if we want to include this. I think the market stall's a little bit in the way, but yeah, let's build a big archer so that people actually get into town like this. Can we actually fence this off? We should be able to. So that people will actually really take this whole walk. I like that. Okay. You can just steer the people a bit. Now these are little features I would like that I can just add it to the railing here. So that it just works that way. And you can just extend the railing a bit so they have to go like this. But now, yeah, you really get like an arch, and this is the new area of town. I like it. I like it. I haven't played the demo yet, but if they bring in hostiles, I will not be playing it, as I have no flexes and freeze if a game has combat. So, well, I believe there's a lot of talking about the combat and stuff, and that they are bringing in more violence and stuff. What I've seen so far is just that you have to add some extra features, so you have to get some soldiers on patrol. I've never read or seen that actual enemy soldiers will come into your town and start fighting and stuff. You just have to get patrols up for the people to feel safe, which is a prerequisite for them to get a certain promotion and stuff. So I don't really mind those features. What I love about Foundation is that you actually send your soldiers off map and you don't see any of the fighting and stuff, so it doesn't really happen. I do love that a lot, so I hope they keep it that way. And I guess it adds to the game that you actually have to provide security with watchtowers and stuff, as long as there will be no fighting in the game, of course. That's true. I don't like that either, so I don't want that. But I do like some of the features that are coming in, so we'll see. One of my favorite mobile games recently got a massive update with loads of cool new locations and features they've been promising for over a year. It's all locked behind a paywall. Oh, wow. I hate it when that happens. That's sad. And of course, I'll probably be trying to get you to pay a lot of money. Don't do it. Just a little bit of extra decoration. I was never once said it would be for all players. Nope, just for their Star Club. Yeah, their Star Club. I would love if there's raids in Medieval Dynasty. Well, that's the fun thing about gaming. We all love different things and different stuff, so that's cool. And if you love to get raids and stuff, then that can be really nice. Alright, we have salt in here. We are now actually gaining more and more salt slowly, which is good. I think a lot of it will be transported to these first, so that these can keep fishing and turn that into dried fish. See, a lot of the batch is drying. That's good. Wow, they're catching great amounts of fish. But yeah, these have no salt. Probably add some people to it now then, yes. Have we set up... Let's make this 500 and do apply to all like this, so that's better. Did we set this up with seasonal hiring? No, we don't even have seasonal hiring yet. That's a big mistake. Let's get into seasonal hiring. Manage seasonal hiring. Yes, there we go. Because in winter, we only need like 2 people in here. Because they can't fish, and those 2 can do all the drying. So let's do apply to all. That means that in winter, we get 9 extra men right now available to do other jobs. Which is great. I love it. Ara says that he also loves it that in Foundation you don't see any of the fighting, but he knows some of the devs, he's close to them, and he has confirmation that there will be fighting and more fighting in the game, so... Weet je of er ook iets komt van een passieve modus dan, zodat je dat uit kan zetten als je dat zou willen, Ara? I asked Ara if he knows if there might be something of a passive mode, so that you can actually turn that off if you don't want to play it with all the violence. The town is taking more and more shape. Actually growing faster than I had expected. Could take a little bit more of a turn here now. Actually would like to follow the shape of the coastline here. Let's go and do that. Like this. And then here we might just do the same as we did on the other side. Place a house like this or just leave it empty. I think we leave it open for now. At least we'll get like a little street here then. And then we'll see how it goes. Okay, you don't know yet. Okay, that's fine. That would be interesting though, if you can get the option that you can turn that off, that aspect. That you don't have to see the fighting. I think one of the things in that game that actually a lot of people love is that you don't really see the fighting. So I would... And I know there's also a lot of people actually asking for it to be in there. But having those 2 different opinions could make it very interesting for the devs to create a mode where you don't get the... that you get the option. So that both groups of people that enjoy the game can get what they want. Oh well. I see we have done decorating here with trees, but I don't see a lot of benches and stuff, so that should change. Let's try this gazebo out now. Place some benches here too, so that people can actually sit and watch the water line. We're not going to do anything else with this area. And then we should see if people are actually interested in sitting here. Yes, they are. Look at that. They came in immediately. To enjoy a nice stay here, so a few birch trees. All right. Yep, they enjoy it. I was sitting in traffic the other day, probably why I got run over. Very good, Cooper. Welcome back, Trouble. Always nice when you're done with adulting again. Oh wow, look at this. People really love to sit here. Bit weird though. People live here and others are sitting outside on their porch. But hey, have fun. Is the play pass worth it? I've thought about it, but I'm always slow to pay for things that I might not use over much. Oh, I have no idea, Cat. I have no idea. You should not be asking me. I don't have any of those subscriptions and stuff. If I really like a game, I get the game. If not, they're not. I don't have like things like Play Pass, Game Pass, whatever. Drinking a little bit from my hot cocoa that wifey brought half an hour ago. Hey, it's still warm. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, we are okay food-wise. Now, this one is 1 year old. This one is also 1 year old. But at the end of this month, this one turns 2. That means that next year we actually get food out of this one. This one will also turn 2 at the end of this year, so we'll get food out of that one too. This one still has to turn 1 this year and then go another year, but next year we should have 2 of these producing some fruits. Not much. It takes 5 years to reach the full amount of fruit, and then of course it still varies a little bit from year to year, but then you should get around to the maximum yield. So that will be good though, and they can dry it into dried fruit, so that will be very helpful. Let me see with the salt. Yeah, we are producing okay amounts of salt. I mean, these are filled up with salt. This is filled up with salt. This is now filled up with salt. This one is filled up with salt. So they should now slowly start to accumulate some salt and then store it, which will be really good. Kinda like that. I get asked, of course, why I put somebody into the warehouse, since you don't need to do it if you set this up right, that everybody can bring the goods in here. Then you don't need to put anybody in here. But I don't know, somehow it feels better if I put somebody actually in the warehouse. It's just making me feel better. There's also Kingdom 2 Crowns, Stardew Valley, Terraria. Oh wow, there's lots of stuff. Game Pass lets you play games while you pay for it, but if you have to stop for any reason, you will not be able to access those games unless you buy the game. Ah, yeah, so basically you have like a subscription, and the games they provide you can play as long as they provide them. If they stop providing them, you can't play it anymore, or when you stop Game Pass, you can't play it anymore. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a way to get you hooked on it, because you'll probably never give up if you have a game that you enjoy. Turns out the Dishes Ferry is on strike at the moment. Oh, wow. You have a dishes ferry there. I wish I had one here. We have a washing machine though, so I'm not complaining. You've been watching Pet stream. Oh. Oh, I would love to see you with Fairy Wings trouble. That would be cute. Alright, they're starting to harvest. As you can see, we have good numbers of laborers they can hire. I love that. And it's so nice that we can talk about so many different things. Like we talked about New Year's, now we're talking about gaming and stuff like Game Pass. We're talking about Foundation and the demo, whether we like it or not. So many topics to address, so many things to talk about. And you people are always talking with respect and love for each other. And I really appreciate that, and I love that a lot. So thank you all very much for being who you are. It's amazing. Why do you not tick laborers by hand? What do you mean with that? I don't get it. Probably my English. Our dishes ferry, aka washing machine, is on strike too. Oh, wow. Well, ours was broken a few weeks ago, but it's repaired now, so I'm all happy. Although I don't mind doing the dishes. I usually prefer to do them right after dinner then, but I don't really mind doing the dishes. It's easier when you don't have to, but when I had to do them, I don't really mind. Now let's see, because we have our chickens for a while now. And they are actually producing okay numbers. Around 2,000 chicken eggs. And yeah, I guess we get around the same. 2,000 chicken eggs a year, that's nice. And same around 1,200 meat produced in salt. That's good. That's good food. I like that. It's nice. Ooh, people got married. Congratulations. In the warehouse, the building should tick everything else, but that... oh, well, I get it. I get it. That's probably also part of the delay why I didn't get it. Because then I'm like, what are you talking about? But now I know. Well, the thing is... let's go to a warehouse. Workers can do it by hand, meaning that the person in here, which has nothing else to do, can just go grab some stuff by hand, which, depending on what resource it is, can vary anything from 10 to 100. So, for instance, if this person gets clothing by hand, it might just be able to grab 10 clothing or 50 clothing, while if you do it with a cart, they can carry up to 100 or sometimes even 400. The laborers by hand means that we will hire a lot of people that will slowly bring in goods to this place. Now we do have quite a few laborers available, but if we click this and do that for all the warehouses, that means that for all the warehouses, laborers will be hired all the time. In the case of salt, it's actually not that bad because salts get produced in quite high numbers. But in case of clothing, for instance, you can see that they're now producing textiles. They only produce 10 textiles, meaning that as soon as 10 textiles are done, the warehouse will send out a request. Which warehouse is it? This one. For a laborer that will then go here, pick up only 10 textiles and bring it to the warehouse. While 30 seconds later, another 10 might be done. And then another laborer has to come, get the goods and deliver it to the warehouse. So in no time, you will be using up all your laborers for very short amounts of resources, small amount of resources to deliver them everywhere. That's why I only use the laborer by cart, because then they let this accumulate a bit. They will get a cart and one laborer can carry like up to 400 textiles and deliver them to the warehouse. The system is just not so smart at the moment. So I can show you, if I do now laborer by hands, this might just spring out of control, though there's not a lot produced here at the moment. We could probably do this at a granary. Let me check here. If I do now laborer by hand, we don't have laborers available because they're in harvest. We're going to check this out later, but I will show you what happens. But if laborers can do it by hand, they will just hire a ton of laborers. That might just be why you always run out of laborers. True. So that's why I hardly use the by hand. Sometimes I do it if I quickly want to fill a certain building with stuff. Then I just click it for a bit, wait until they're done, or I see that they've picked up what I want, and then I just unclick it again so that I don't make mistakes there, because they, especially like I have one, now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 warehouses around town. If they all hire 5 laborers for a job, that's 25 people. That's a lot of people. So you don't want that happening. Steak pie. Very nice. Very nice. Come over to the dishes. It's my day today. Nice. It'll be repaired on January 9th. Well, something to look forward to then. Excess salt from the villagers' tears from being overworked and underpaid. Ah, well. My villagers are all so happy. You can actually see their mood. He's healthy. Personal log. He has arrived. Oh, he's not that happy yet. You should be able to see some of their moods every now and then. So they get a little box where they tell how they do. But apparently they're not really in... Oh yeah, potato without salo is like a village without a church. But yeah, here you can see he's carrying 200 hemp. And if the villagers would carry this by hand, they would carry much smaller amounts. So I'm happy that he does it this way. There's something calming about watching the clouds drift by. Ah, so nice and sweet. Alright, we have to wait for the farms to be done. Then I can actually show you what happens if you hire a lot of laborers. But that's how it works. So I guess if you untick that box in your warehouses, and you only have to do it in one and then do apply to all, that might help you get more laborers for other duties. Anna says it's harder now to sell something to the first trader, which we're talking about foundation now. Normally that's Northbury. Now you can only sell berries and fish, but you need meat. Okay, well they made a few changes. I guess it's... I just have to play the full game and get the hang of it and see if I like it or not. I can't say anything about it now. Okay, Susanna. I think that will actually help because I had that issue too when I do actually use the hire and make them carry it by hand, because then you run out of laborers a lot. But then on the other hand, you still need a lot of laborers. And another way to help you with that is by clicking the Manage Seasonal Hiring button. Because then during the harvesting season and the sowing season, when you actually need a lot of people, you can get those extra people pretty easily. For instance, if I go to my building office, what we can do here is tell them in March when they sow and in September when the harvest is done, we just set it to 2 people. That means that you can already see it. Everybody went out. During these months, there will only be 2 people in the building actually working. So 2 people will be building. I'm actually going to set it to 3. The rest of the year, they will try to have 7. That means that you free up 4 workers that can temporarily, during these 2 months, do different jobs, like help out on the land and get the harvest in. And especially with the sowing, the quicker you get the sowing done, the more time it has to grow, the more crops you get out of it. And you want to have the harvest done by the winter, so having a few extra hands is very helpful. So these things can really help your town out. I'm going to put this on the max. And then in September and March, we're going to put this on only 4 as well. So that we keep a few workers that still keep working, but we free up some extra hands that can help out with the harvest. You can do that to multiple buildings and then free up for certain times of need. Always love the harvest ongoing. Yeah, me too. It's a nice time. Oh, it looks like these are done. Good. How is this? Oh, this is also almost done. So most of the stuff is in. That's good. How many inhabitants do you have now? We now have 343 people at the moment. This is the age build-up. This is the population history. So we can see there's a steady growth in it. Last year we had 303. We now have 343. The year before that we had 241, 201, 150. So there's actually a lot of information you can get out of all these graphs, which is nice. Okay, so all the laborers are now done. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to tell them that they can, by hand, fill up this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is what happens. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We now have 20 laborers and are going to bring in 900 buckwheat, 1,000 potatoes, and 50 fish. That's all these are going to bring in with 20 laborers. So this is what happens if you tick that box. I'm going to untick it now. They will finish their job, which is good. And then they will be free to do other duties again. But that's what happens. This is only one granary. Imagine if we do that to all the granaries I have. That means that we will just be running completely out of laborers just to fill 2 granaries all the time. That's not going to work. Yeah, no worries, Ada. No problem. Geen probleem, Ada. Daarom vertel ik het even. En dan kan gelijk iedereen het zien. Nee, helemaal goed. Vooral vragen. If you want to ask something because you can't read it or whatever, just ask. No problems. No need to say sorry. I'll be happy to help you out. Alright, we got a bull born there. We got a newborn bull. Okay, this one is 1 year old now. That's good. So slowly, the cow shed starts to fill. I would like to get a messenger from the Karchian so we can make a bit of money again. That might just be wishful thinking at the moment. This really starts to look like a busy part of town now, though. I like it. And they can either go to this market or that market, which is good. So yeah, we're getting there. But I must say, the game feels smoother than before. It's a little bit faster, a little bit optimized. I know that they have been working on that as well, so... Alright, years since planted, 1, 1, and 0. But this should turn to 2 at some point now. In November, I believe. And then next year we should be able to get a harvest out. Very good. This is completely stocked up. That's good. We have plenty of wood and stuff now. Do we still have only this? Yeah, we still have only 1 forester. Wow. We should get another one soon. Question is where? I think I want to expand this little bit too soon. Do that little bit soon. So let's build another forester here. So that he can get rid of all the trees there. And then once that's done, we can start to really fill out this whole area. Let's get him done quickly. So that we can put some people in there. But yeah, I hope this showed what happens when you tick that little box. Because, well, it went quite crazy quickly. So that's what's happening. And sometimes, of course, that's okay. Because you want a certain building to quickly be filled. Like if you build a whole new part of town with a granary and you need the granary filled so that the people can have the food, then do it and do it temporarily. But it will drain your workers. Ooh, let me check the poll, by the way. Let's end the poll. Let's see what results it gave for today. 75%, just have as much fun as you can. Well, people, I am having as much fun as I can because I get to stream and you are all there. So, thank you all so much. You are all amazing people. Forester is een houthakkerskamp, neem ik aan. Of is het een boswachter? Nee, het is een houthakker. Dus dit is mijn forester. Dus die doet al het boswerk. Dus hij kapt de bomen. Daar maakt hij logs van, stammen. Daar maakt hij brandhout en gewoon hout van. Hij kan ook bark maken, dus schors. Hij kan ook bomen planten. Kun je een gebied aangeven en daar plant hij dan bomen. Die groeien langzaam en op een gegeven moment kan je ze weer gaan omhakken. En als alle bomen zijn omgehakt, plant hij ze weer opnieuw. Dat kan allemaal. Maar het is inderdaad gewoon de bosbouwer eigenlijk. Dus die kan eigenlijk alles. Zowel planten als oogsten. Alright, let's make a few deals here to get some money in. Next poll. Place less polls, yes or no? I know you're Odog. I know you're not a fan of it. That's why I only do one stream usually, because hey, that's enough. But it does actually work, in my experience. And just placing a poll like I do and Donnie do, like sometimes even the poll like, did you press the like button, yes or no, is already a big reminder for people to actually press the like button and help the stream out a bit. So it does really work, but I get it. I try to minimalize it as much as I can. So just one poll and that's it. And if you vote, then it's done. You should not be bothered by it. I mean, I can do a poll every 10 minutes if you like, but I don't think you'll appreciate that. So I won't do that. Hoeveel kunnen er werken? How many can work in one of those lumber camps? Well, it was 5, I believe, but it's now up to 7. So 7 people can work there. You need 2 to actually chop a tree and bring in a log. Some trees give only 1 log. Most trees give 2 logs. But you always need 2 to actually carry it in. Once the log is in, you only need 1 to actually turn it into something else. So that's easier. But you can have 7 people in there, so it can be pretty productive. Do a poll for the next game to play. Well, I could be doing that in the Discord, but I need to get some game suggestions as well then. Mannen of ook vrouwen? Het verschilt per gebouw. In dit geval kunnen er alleen maar mannen in. Dus in de Forester, dat kun je hier zien, er staan niet mannen en vrouwen, dan kunnen er alleen maar mannen in. Hetzelfde geldt voor de smid, kunnen alleen maar mannen in werken. In het warehouse kunnen mannen en vrouwen werken. In de saltworks kunnen alleen maar mannen werken. Dus eigenlijk al het zware werk kan alleen maar door mannen gedaan worden. Allerlei ander werk, dus bijvoorbeeld in de weverij en in de kleermaker, dat kunnen ook de vrouwen doen. Dan heb je mannen en vrouwen staan, men en women. En dan zet ik vaak de mannen uit, zodat ook daadwerkelijk de vrouwen dat gaan doen. Want ik heb de mannen nodig voor die andere banen. Ada asked if there are different jobs for men and women. And I showed that around a bit. Yes, there are different jobs. So like in the forester... but also in the tannery and in the saltworks and in the smithy, you can only have men. And that's why in buildings like the weaver and the tailor, where you can both have men and women, I always only do the women and in the farm, so that all the men actually go to the men jobs. There could be a lot of people complaining about that, and that's unfair and stuff like that. But it's just the game mechanics that I have to work with, so I work with that. If you have a problem with that, take it up with the developer. I can't help you out. We need a poll to see if we need more polls. Yeah, maybe. Do a poll if there should be a poll for a poll. Maybe. That will make a road dog go crazy. Make it spin wheel, so you have to play it wherever it stops. Yeah, there's a lot of options, I know that. But one of the things I've learned so far is, yes, of course, every now and then we can do something fun like that, and I can play a suggestion that a game that is suggested by people. But mostly, I should just do what I love most and follow my heart. I think that will also produce good streams as well. So, yeah, I just try to do what I love and what I feel like and things like that. And of course, I do take good suggestions to heart, so don't worry about that. I do that, but yeah, I should just stick close to what I feel good with and what I feel comfortable with. And yes, every now and then I should get a little bit out of my comfort zone, and that's okay. That's good actually. But yeah, I'm just mostly one for city builders and games like this. And then of course we do some multiplayer streaming with Satisfactory, which is an amazing game. I love that. I actually play that quite a bit if I have a bit of free time on my hands. It's such a nice, good game. But yeah, I've learned that I should mostly do what I love myself the most and play those games. Alright, there we go. Different jobs for the sexes is just historically correct. Very true, very true. That is historically correct. And this game tries to aim for a lot of historic accuracy. So that's part of the reason why it's in there. That's what I said to Body Shell. We can never decide what to play. Well, maybe the problem is that you just don't listen to Body Shot. You should just listen to Body Shot, let her pick all the time, and then play that. That would solve a lot of issues, I guess. Alright, this orchard is now 2 years old, so as soon as the harvesting is, let's see when that is. Trees must be at least 2 years old to bear fruit. Maximum yield is reached on 5 years of age. Amount of fruit harvested also varies from year to year. You can turn on gradual harvesting to reduce spoilage. But we're not going to do that because we want to get as much dried fruit out of it. It doesn't state here which month we should put it in. But I know it's, I believe, June, July, August. Or it's just July, August, but we'll see. Should be good. Just one time play, Patmos, long fun. Do not know, love to see somebody suffering. 7 days to die, I guess. Well, you know, we have done 2 episodes of The Talk. There's a small chance that there will be a third one, but it's at the moment looking like there won't be a third one at this point because I can't get it organized with somebody that I invited. And we need some time to prepare it, of course. But I'm planning on doing more of those later on in the year as well. So could be during holidays that I try to put in some more of The Talk. And maybe even during some regular streams, but it takes quite a bit of planning and stuff, and getting the game that the guest wants and things like that, and finding the right guests. But who knows? I am planning to do more of those, and of course, at some point, Problem Body Shot will be invited, and others will be invited. So I will get to play some games that either creep me out or whatever. So that'll be in this coming year, I guess. We should just see how that goes. I think you should keep doing the talks all year. Well, I plan on that, but I have to find like a regular pace for it, and I don't want to do it too often. I think it should stay something special and something to look forward to and to get the right preparation in. But I'm now thinking maybe once every 2 months, and if it works out and if I can get it organized and stuff, maybe at some point go to once a month. But also think we should not overdo it, so. And I also love the idea that all of you came with, that we could also invite some of the regulars in chat every now and then to see and get to know them a bit better in a stream where I just play a game and somebody joins me in the Discord and we can just have a talk while I play the game. So that could be interesting too. So we'll have to see. Lots of options, lots of ideas, but yeah, we'll have to find the right ways and time and make sure that it stays fun, because I really enjoyed the first 2 that we did. They were amazing, mostly special to my guests, thanks to my guests. So yeah, we'll have to keep working on it. But don't rush things and think things through. That's probably the better way to do it. Alright, we have 1400 salt stored now. Meaning that we might actually be able to start putting in 500 here and slowly start to sell it, which will be handy. I think once a month is a good rate. They're definitely interesting. Oh, well, that's good to hear. And especially from you, Roadhog. I know you are a very honest person and you speak your mind. And if you wouldn't like it, you would say that. But I also know that it's not easy to get you to really enjoy such a thing, I guess. So if you really enjoy it, then it must be very enjoyable. So thanks for sharing that. And yes, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. And of course, if you know somebody interesting, like another streamer or whatever that I could interview at some point, feel free to get me some suggestions in the Discord. That's always good. Alright, 363 people. We have 900 gold now, which is nice. It is December again. We've expanded the town quite a bit. We are out of a building queue now, but that's okay. And I think this is all looking good now. And this is also a good moment, I think, to wrap up our first New Year's stream. It's been well over 2 hours. I had a blast. It was amazing again. So thank you all for that. Just was about to say, there are some interesting people in chat that you could have a talk with who would not listen to Kevbot, you have to say. Yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true. So, we'll get something into, we'll get something invested into that. But one of the things I need to be careful of is to not just jump into it and start overdoing it and getting it all in too fast and not getting it organized well enough and prepared well enough. So I'm going to take my time with this. And then we will get there and we will make it so that as a night pace and well prepared, we can do these talks with other streamers, but also with a lot of fun people in chat. So don't worry about it. We'll get to that. For now, I'm just going to say thank you all so much for keeping me company during this first stream in the year. It is very much appreciated. You are all very lovely, kind, and amazing people. For this next year, or not the next year, for this coming year, we of course wish you all the best. Mostly a lot of good health. Take care, Mike. Get well soon. Same goes for Quirky and Edge, which we know struggle a bit with their health. Make sure that hopefully things will get better this year. Wishing you a lot of fun, a lot of love, and hopefully we can meet each other a lot in the coming year. For now, I'm going to just say to you all, thank you and goodbye. I'll be in chat.